Make sure you check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, my reaction. CJ Goodfellow Sports TV. We back to Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia face-off. Shout out to the brother Oh Hey Jamaica. He asked me to check it out and do a review on it. So let's talk about it. Once again, it's your boy CJ Goodfellow Sports TV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. In addition to that, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow One Boxing gets you 18% off their all-natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Head over to The Health Blaze right now, or when you get an opportunity, website, promo code are in the description. And the face-off was better than I expected to be. They showed a little bit of personality. They had a nice little build-up of, what's going on and, lead up to the fight. They started for Errol Spence and kind of his journey from beating up Kell Brook and Peterson and Campo. Then they did a little bit on Mikey. And then, they got in there. And Mikey, has been preaching the same thing he been preaching, is that, he going to be just a little bit better than Errol Spence and everything. And that he got some hidden tricks under his sleeves that he believes that's going to edge Errol Spence. He's not predicting a knockout, but he's predicting the video. And he's just, pretty much, if you follow him on social media or on YouTube, he's pretty much just, regurgitating what he been saying, that, his footwork a little bit better. He going to be a little bit fat. He going to be just a little bit better than Errol Spence, and that this is the biggest challenge, and he wants the biggest challenges in his career, and that, he just, see in his head thousands of times again and again, visualizing him beating Errol Spence. And, he sound confident. It sound good. And he talks about how his brother and his dads, they didn't want him to fight this fight, but he took it in control. And I want to point that out, is that people forget the fighter should be the boss. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be no matchmaker or no advisor or your manager. At the end of the day, you do what you want to do. And I'm watching Rocky the other day. Rocky won when Apollo Creed opponent got hurt, and all the opponents, the top contenders, were were occupied or out of shape. And, he in the room taking control over his manager, over his coach, and over, his publicist, whoever else he had in the room. And he took charge of the room. He came up with the plan. They did what Apollo wanted to do. And I know that's a fictional story, but that's how it should be. At the end of the day, everybody put their 2 cents in, but when it comes down to the fighter should be able to do what the fighter wants to do. It shouldn't be, oh, no, you got to do it. No, you the fighter. Do what the fuck you want to do. And I admire that about Mikey Garcia, by being a go-getter and being ambitious and really, really saying that I feel I can beat this guy, even though you guys don't see it, or even though, y'all don't believe in me 100%, but I'm going to go do what I want to do. And, Errol Spence just, basically he was confident up there. He basically said he got a lot to gain in this fight, a lot to fight for, his IBF title. He also said that, his, name recognition and all that. And he said, he knows it's pretty much a lose-lose situation. Basically that, he said if he knock him out in the first round, he going to be too small. He go 12. He should have knocked him out early. I'm paraphrasing there. And he knows the position he's in, but he told him that, y'all guys think I'm a Margarito or something. He said, I want y'all guys to think that. Y'all think I'm all size and all brute and a caveman when it comes to boxing. He said, if I have to in this fight, even though I have to show it, I can use angles, I can box, I can stick and move. He said, I can do certain things, and I'm faster than you. A lot of people don't know that. People think that Errol Spence just is a brawler, but that's how he approaches the 147-pound. He has a finesse game, and I've heard several people talk about it and tell me about that, how Errol Spence can be slick, how he can box, how he can slip punches, how he can use angles, and people forget he was an Olympian. Now, they got into a little back and forth when it came about speed and power, and, Mikey really think he faster, and he said, Mikey told him, what if I hit you on your chin? What if I hurt you? He said he could. Errol Spence said anything can happen in the square circle, in the square circle, but Errol said I'm gonna beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm stronger. I punch harder than him. I got more heart than him. He said, if everything fails, at the end of the day, I'm gritty. He said, basically, I'm going to go balls to the wall. He said, if everything ain't working, I'm going to find a way to thug it out and make it happen, Captain. And, you know, and he let Mikey know as well that he watched all that shit he do on ES News. He said, I'm always watching. He said, keep that same energy that you talking that ish on ES News with Elliot. He said, well, he want to ask me a question. I'm going to ask him. He said, but you sitting right here and you bitching up. He right. Mikey Garcia was sitting there, and at the end of the day, he wasn't talking that shit he talked on ES News. When you in the mouth of the lion, and you staring down, you know, his throat, I mean, and looking at his eyes and them big ass teeth he got, keep that same energy you got when I ain't around. You talking all that shit, and Errol Spence, it looked like he got a point to prove. And he said, you think, you know, he told him, you think I'm taking you lightly? I'm not. He said, I train hard for anyway, and that Ocampo fight should have showed that. But, you know, Mikey let him talk about what he good at and what he better. And they said, who faster, who punch harder, who got more heart. And Errol Spence said, me. And Mikey said, you know, I'm just going to let him talk and believe what he believe. But he said, I got things in a tool bag that Errol Spence ain't seen before. He said, I'm going to show him I'm a little better with my feet. I'm a little better with my hand speed. I'm a little better defensively. He said, I have a lot. He said, I got some stuff to show that people ain't seen before. And both seemed pretty confident. They went back and forth at the end. But, you know, Errol Spence seemed the more confident of the two. You know, he seemed very, very confident, but he don't seem cocky, though. You know, it's not arrogance. It seemed like Mikey kind of come off with a little bit of arrogance. And I think Mikey believes that Errol Spence is a one-trick pony. You know, that he just come forward and he bang it out. And one thing I did want to acknowledge when I did this is like they saying ain't nobody else calling Errol Spence out. Well, Terrence Bud Crawford is calling out Errol Spence. I don't know, when it comes to Premier Boxing Champions and Showtime and Fox, they just ignore and they just don't believe in Terrence Crawford or believe in talking about it. And obviously he's not under that banner. But at the end of the day, we can't be out here telling lies. I mean, Terrence Crawford just called him out a couple weeks ago on IG and said, I'll fight any of them. But people were like, well, he was calling out Keith Thurman, not Errol Spence, and that is true. But Keith Thurman at the time was a welterweight that was seen as number one and had 2 titles. But I wanted to say that. But Mesa Production, Fox has done a great job promoting the fight. They went back and forth for a minute at the end. And, you know, it kind of was a tense moment. You know what I'm saying? And Mikey, I ain't going to say Mikey backed down. Mikey held his own. And, you know, Mikey seemed very, very confident of what he going to do. And Errol Spence said, you can take all the supplements you want to, but, you know, it ain't going to hurt. It ain't going to help that chin. He said, it ain't going to help that chin. And he said, when I hit you on that chin, you get knocked out. He said, I guarantee you. He said, it might end in the first. And he said, it might go all 12. I think he said. But he said, if I catch that chin, and Mikey said, what if I catch you? He said, we just going to have to wait and see, Errol Spence said. You know what I'm saying? He said, all them supplements ain't going to help that chin. All those snack supplements, all them strength and conditioning coaches ain't going to help you. He said, because when I hit that chin, it ain't no strengthening in that chin. And he believed that he might have a weak chin. Then they went back and forth about the Salido fight. And he said, I'm faster than Salido. He said, Salido was catch you. He said, but Salido never dropped me. He said, I dropped Salido 4 times. 4 times. He said, I know you dropped Salido 4 times, but I ain't no damn Salido. And Salido was catch you. I'm faster than Salido. You know, he said, but I dropped Salido 4 times. You know, I got hit in the head with a headbutt, and that's why the fight didn't go on. He said, well, what happened with Salido? He could have said Rocky Martinez dropped him. You know, if Errol Spence was thinking, but when you're in the heat of the battle, your brain is just, you know, it's probably on, you know, it's probably not even thinking about that. But they went back and forth about the Salido thing and stuff of that nature and about the chin thing. And Mikey said, what if I catch you? And I think Mikey power has to be respected because, you know, even Crawford said Mikey can really punch. So at the end of the day, it was amazing production. You can catch it on the Fox Sports app. I would have did it yesterday. I was watching on the app, and then I tried to go back and watch it. It wouldn't let me watch it, so I had to wait while they had it available today. So, yeah, you got to sign up with your cable provider and all that stuff on your app or your satellite or whatever provider you got with Fox Sports 1. But it was amazing. They got the camp life and all that stuff coming real soon, and Yugas and Porter face-off and stuff coming. If anybody care about that fight, just don't seem like nobody care about that fight or the fight this weekend with Aries Nandi Lara and Brian Castanos. Somebody told me that fight was this weekend. I thought it was next weekend. I forgot that this weekend is March 2nd. But blessings to everybody out there, man. Hopefully everybody is well. And, tough times don't last, tough people do. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can reach out to the email if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. You can reach me on social media. Don't forget, we got a Facebook group. And don't forget to check out the sponsor, The Hellblaze, thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow will unbox and get you 18% off. They're all natural products. Both are in the description. Website and promo code. They got all natural products, 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Head over there right now. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. It's only $2 a month. I guarantee you. Great content on my hardcore boxing joint and on my Food for Thought Hood series. I will be adding to both of those this weekend. Blessings to everybody out there. If you want to make a donation, that link's always in the description. Continue to share the video. Goodfellow Sports TV, one time for the one time. And we're going to continue to keep it moving. We gone.